Welcome to Belmourne's Pass, Underlord.
Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and this time it's going to be a sort of tutorial video for War for the Overworld. Now, if you've ever played any of Bullfrog's Dungeon Keeper games, you will feel right at home with this one. This is pretty much Dungeon Keeper 3, or at least the closest you're going to get. And I wanted to do this video on this certain campaign mission, since a lot of people seem to be having trouble here. So the first thing you want to do is you want to build a foundry, which will then attract chundas into your dungeon, who will then build traps and defenses for you. In this particular case, you don't want to focus too much on building your dungeon, just the basic rooms, and you instead want to focus almost entirely on building traps. I know this mission can be overwhelming the first time you play it, but if you're fast enough, you should be able to manage this. So after you've built your foundry, you want to check around the area. You want to produce as many little workers as you can. And you want to dig through the southeast and to the north. There will be a couple of artifacts here. Here's one of them. And one will actually help you to bring up your defense parts more quickly. To the north there should be a gold shrine nearby, so money is not a problem in this case. So just want to build the basic rooms so that my minions will have food. And as you can see right there, there's a bit of brimstone, so you want to build an underminer right there in order to blast it open. And more to the left there's another artifact. Now there will be two artifacts in this map which will enable you to level up your creatures. And the other two will be a spirit worker artifact and the assembly artifact, which will let you complete all your defenses instantly.
Underminer complete.
After you've collected your artifacts, you wanna immediately have a look at your cultists so that they can actually identify these artifacts. Building a beast den is always a good idea, since it's probably the easiest and fastest way to get some minions into your dungeon.
Build a larger slaughter pen. A shadow has entered your dungeon.
You can also dig up to the west to collect some more of the remaining gold, and you want to leave your dungeon open at the western part of the map. Next we're going to clear up this particular area right here, and we'll prepare our defenses. One of the most important rooms you actually have in this map is the garrison. The garrison will not only strengthen your dungeon walls, but it will also increase the defense of your traps. And this is really essential once the first wave of enemies approaches.
Underminer complete.
There should be another artifact hidden right here. And of course you also want to build a gold vortex next to the gold shrine, so your imps don't actually have to carry the gold. Alright, time to build some bombards. You want to build 2 rows of bombards. Of course, this is not the only way to do it, it's just the one I've personally found to be the most effective. So you can always manually pick up your defense parts and drop them onto the defenses. That will save some time. Let's clear this area right up here to make room for a vault. Next you're going to build Blade Lotus in front of your bombards to block the enemies a little bit. You can also build 2 Bone Chillers around to slow your enemies further. But you also have the option to research the gargoyle, which can be very helpful. And we will position this little guy right here. So once the enemies pass through, they will immediately get hit by this little fella. Next thing you want to do is build ramparts around all your bombards and your gargoyles. And then you're going to use your assembly artifact to instantly complete them.
Rampart complete.
So, once that's done, you're just going to play the waiting game. First troops should be almost here. Oh, and I forgot to mention, what you also want to do is set all your bombards to overdrive mode. So the overdrive mode will make your cannons fire more frequently, but it will also damage them. But if you have built ramparts around your bombards, they will not take any damage. So let's close this part off here so that my minions don't run into enemy territory, and here we go! Of course you can always use your lightning spell to further damage your enemies. You can also sacrifice your imps into your dungeon heart so you have a little bit more mana. So let's build a barracks so that my minions can train a little bit. Just sacrifice some of our imps.
A Narling has entered your dungeon.
Some of the heroes will have ranged attacks, and sometimes they will not be quite in range for the bombards to hit them. So you can also use your shockwave spell to push them right into your traps. And the melee attackers you always want to slow down using your bone chillers. Let's put them in here. Let them train a little bit.
Again, this hellborn demon can't stop all of us.
So as you can see, this is not too much of a problem right now. You can of course completely seal off your dungeon at this part using replacement earth or a certain type of door. But if you feel like it, you can also of course try to capture fallen enemies and convert them into in your torture chamber.
Can't hear those damn mushrooms, Underlord. What a rat.
We have no choice. We reform at Westmont or we die here. Attack!
If things actually get a little too hectic, you can still use your 2 level up artifacts and throw in some of your minions every now and then for a simple distraction or to deal some extra damage. So I don't think the incoming waves of enemies should pose a major threat to you anymore. And that's about it. You just play tower defense in a way. So for those of you who had trouble with this particular campaign mission, I hope you found this video somewhat useful, and thank you guys for watching, and I will be back with another one pretty soon. Take care.
Your mother! Rally on me! One more push, lads! Keep to your brothers!